Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name's Jen, and I'm a self-taught nail enthusiast. And in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing and giving my first impression on this Gellen Nail Extension Kit. Now, you guys have been blowing up my comments with this. So, I finally bought it on Black Friday, and I cannot wait to open this thing up because this box is huge, especially compared to like some of the other gel extension kits that we have tried in the past on my channel in this like similar price range. The boxes have definitely been much smaller, so I cannot wait to get into this. So how about we go ahead and get started with the video, guys? Let's go. Okay, so as you can see, this is the nail extension kit by Gellen.
Gellen? You know I'm Gellen. Hey Ellen, you Gellen?
And it says an all-in-one and quick building kit. Now, I paid $29.99 for this on Amazon. This comes with a nail file, a nail buffer, a mini LED light, nail tip clip, nail art powder, a 15 ml nail bonder, a no wipe top coat, a soak off extend gel, nail prep dehydrator, 240 pieces of acrylic nail tips, and nail aurora glass paper. Whew, I'm tired just saying all that, but let's go ahead and open her. So obviously, you know, when you purchase these kits, you know what you're getting. It's not like a surprise in here, but I guess like I didn't realize to the extent of what I was actually getting. You know, it's like everything looks so much smaller in a picture, but there's a lot in here. Get out. So right off the bat, I noticed a smell, and it's probably just like one of these primers or dehydrators. Something is in the box. All right, looks like this is just kind of everything that's in the box and some instructions, and also some instructions on how to use some of the accessories that they've included, which is really cute. This is like some cut up aurora paper, which is pretty nice because honestly, that stuff is sort of a pain to work with when you get like the long sheets, and then just a little glitter over here. Here is your lamp. So let's go check this out. Now, right off the bat, this lamp looks like all the other lamps. So here is my Model 1s. Here is my Bellavina. Why do I feel like I have another one? Oh, my Beatles one. That's what looks like this. I don't know where it is right now, but this one definitely looks more like the Beatles one than these two, but they're all essentially the same thing. They've got 4 lights up top. You got your extension cord. This little clip is actually a really cute addition. I've never seen this in boxes. This is so that you can keep your nail in place while you're curing it, which is really nice. Also, you get a little nail buffer, which I don't actually own one of these, and I'm glad I got it. It's nice and squishy to really get like in the corners and everything. I'm just gonna kind of take everything out and then we'll dig right in. Okay, right off the bat, this is like a one-stop shop kit. I always kind of say in my videos like, well, you don't really need like a dehydrator or a primer. What I mean by that is if you've been doing your nails for a while, you don't need that. But if you are new to doing your nails at home and you literally have like the bare bones, yes, you need a dehydrator and a primer. These are essential in the adhesion of these nail tips. So I like the fact that this comes with everything. If I had to compare this to any other kit, it would probably be your Gel X or Kiara Sky kits because it comes with everything that you need to really do a manicure. Now, speaking of the tips, they do come in a box, which I appreciate. But just like Model 1s, they come on this thing. You guys already know how I feel about this thing. However, at least it comes in a box and it does look like there's a wider range of sizes, and these tips are buffed already. So they have like a matte finish by the cuticle, and it says in their instructions that you do not need to file your tips. So there are a lot of companies out there that don't put that filing step in their instructions. For me, I think that is crucial. Some people disagree with me on that, but for adhesion to my nails, I think it's crucial to have a buff tip. It just seems to last longer for me, whether you do it yourself or whether the nails already come buffed. So I appreciate that a more affordable, I hate to call something cheap, because just because it's got a lower price doesn't mean it's cheap. It's affordable. I appreciate that an affordable kit thought to have a buff nail tip because, you know, maybe not everyone has access to a drill or a nice drill that they want to use on their tips because, you know, you don't want to tear your tips up when you're filing them. And yes, it's possible to do it with a nail file, but it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. So I do like that Again, I hate this thing like with all of my heart that it comes on here, but it probably saves in the price in the long run. So at least it comes in a box, because the issue that I had with like the plastic baggy thing that Model 1s had was that the tips were breaking off because it's just getting stuffed in a drawer, you know? So I do like that. Now, I just read on the front of this little pamphlet that they give you, and it says, easy, fast extension manicure, long lasting up to 21 days. That's pretty much what every nail kit claims. It says a new formula and break resistant. And it says flexi fit perfectly to the nail for a seamless look. I don't know if that means that the nails are flexible. Either way, we're going to find out. So let's go ahead and, oh, and I did look at this stuff. It kind of reminds me of like a Christmas decoration. It's all like stuck together, but it's cute and definitely something that, you know, is on trend right now. A lot of people are still doing these Aurora nails, and this is really cute. I'm thinking of doing a black nail look today because I have a wedding to go to this Saturday, and I don't want to wear black nails. I don't know. For some reason, that's just really sexy to me. I like black nails. If I could, I'd wear them all the time. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to like pop one of these off really quickly. I just want to make sure it's not one that's going to like fit my actual nails. I just want to test the strength of this thing. Now, somebody said in my comparison video that when you're doing that white line test, it only applies to gel nails. Now, these do say acrylic nail tips, so they're not gel that we know of. However, a lot of these companies actually show this, you know, little line test as like part of their advertisement or part of their photos on Amazon and on their website. So that's the reason why I still do it with like the plastic nails, because some of them claim that they can pass that test. So it might not be the end all be all of how strong a nail tip is, but that's why I do it. This is just like trying to squeeze this is very hard. The white line does appear, but I will tell you the tip of this, it's not even that it's thick, it's hard to push. So let's go ahead and undo it, and it does go back to normal. You can kind of feel a little bit of a ridge, but like realistically, who is bending their nails in half and then putting them back on their finger? No one. This is more of a test for you and I to see how strong it is. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to plug the lamp in, and I'm going to get all set up to put these nails on. Sorry, the light is on. I was just testing out the lamp to see if it was like an automatic or if it had a button. It is automatic, like the Beatles one. However, what did I do with the extension cord? It is way too short. I sit right up against the wall and my plug is like literally right below me. It wouldn't reach my desk, so I stole the cord from my Beatles nail lamp, which by the way was in the giveaway box, but I'll return it when I'm done here because I realized that my rechargeable Melody Susie cord will work for this as well, but that's kind of irritating. I don't even know how you would be able to use that unless you had like phone cord that would fit it. You would have to buy a longer cord, or hopefully you have something else that would fit that. But anyways, we're gonna get started. So I have basically already prepped my nails. I am gonna go ahead and buff the surface with this little buffer. I actually really like this. It's nice and squishy, really bendy, so you can get around like corners and edges quite nicely. So I'm just gonna lightly buff, make sure there's no shine left on my nails whatsoever. Then we'll apply the dehydrator and then primer. So basically yesterday, I pretty much did all my prep I took off. When I take off my nails, I basically do most of the prep. I do like to give myself a rest in between removing and then putting more nails on, because personally I find that once you've used acetone on your nails get a little fragile, and so I just like to give them a rest, put a lot of cuticle oil on, just kind of give them either a couple hours or even a whole day to just kind of get a little bit stronger before I put something on them. Okay, so anybody know why primers are in these dark bottles and dehydrators are usually in the clear one? Somebody know? Because, oops, I need to cleanse my nails. So sorry. Give me 1 second. Just want to wipe them off with alcohol, make sure there's no dust or anything, because that will just get trapped under the nail. If you're planning on doing a clear nail, it's just not really pretty. So a little bit of dehydrator to suck literally all of the moisture out of my nails. You'll see it as it sort of dries up. It just kind of goes. Oh, and I am still sick. I'm getting over strep. That's what I had. And I've still got this like crunchy, groggy voice. My voice keeps cracking if you haven't noticed. So the trials and tribulations of having children, they bring home all of the germs. This stuff, it just reminds me of a nail salon. Honestly, every time I put primer on. I gotta tell you, the McCart primer dehydrator, what is in that stuff? It smells so good. Okay, so the next thing that I need to do is apply some Extend gel. It doesn't say to do that, but I personally like to do that. I mean, I would normally put on a base coat, so I just use this stuff instead. And it's more of like a protective barrier for my natural nails. Usually when I silk off my nails, there's always a little bit left. It's just a way to keep my nails nice and strong and safe from like just getting too close to the natural nail, especially when I'm filing and that sort of thing. So I always like to have something down there. Okay, so this is the right hand done. I have a little bit of like seepage. That always kind of happens to me. It takes a little bit of like figuring out how much gel you need. So by the time I get to the thumb, I've kind of got the hang of it. But apparently today I did not. The only thing that's like a little weird, when I was like pulling the nails off the tabs, I thought that the corresponding size, I should have checked, but I thought the corresponding size was like right across from one another. It wasn't. So like I kind of had to go back and pick out my left hand sizes. Other than that, like not a real issue. These things feel really strong, super easy to apply and very quick because you don't have to file the inside of them. So there's not like a lot of extra work. You just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You put them on, you're done. So I guess the next thing I want to do is just kind of compare them to obviously the Gel X and Kiara Sky nails. I'm going to start with Kiara Sky because I think that these probably compare most to them. So I'm just going to grab my thumb, which is a size 1. So they are basically the same shape. Relatively. I mean, they're identical in shape. Obviously, you have a buffed inside with the other ones. These are definitely thicker, but like, I don't know how to explain it. They're thicker in the sense that they feel stronger, but as far as like the width of the nails themselves, like they're pretty identical. I don't know if it's like the matte finish to it that makes it feel stronger or if it's just, you know, this feels thinner because it's gel. I honestly couldn't tell you what it is, but it just feels like heavier in your hands, if that makes sense. Like it just feels stronger. Now, I have never had an issue with a Kiara Sky nail break on me or anything like that, but I don't know, man. I just have a feeling that these are going to be like my new favorite nail tips. So I will go ahead and compare them to Appraise, which is kind of hard to do because they're a different shape and everything. But if I were comparing the two, I would say that this feels more similar as far as like the strength of them and like that thickness that you feel. As far as like the tips or the cuticle of the nail, I should say, they're about the same width. So you're not getting like that hunky, chunky, thick nail that you would get from like, let's say a drugstore tip that, you know, you would buy that's already like pre-painted and everything like that, or even the ones that aren't pre-painted. But I don't know, man. Something about these just feels good. Obviously, it's flexible back here, but it's hard to bend these. It's very strong, especially up by the tip area. Obviously, you have a much thinner nail back by the cuticle, but that's what you want. So I'm going to go ahead and finish applying these. I haven't decided if I'm going to paint my nails on camera yet or not, or if I'll just do it and come back and show you. But I'll think that over while starting putting the rest of my nails on. Wish me luck that I don't get any crooked, okay? The right hand always gives me problems.
I'm gelling like a felon. You want some melon?
Okay, so got all the nails on. Of course, leakage, a couple little air bubbles, but no big deal. I've never had any nails pop off because of air bubbles, so I'm not worried about it. Overall, it was a very easy process. They are a little more like square-ish by the cuticle, but I was being kind of lazy and I didn't really feel like filing them, so I don't know if this is good for you, and maybe don't take my advice on this one, but what I'll do is I'll just kind of like use the nail to like shape my cuticle so it fits properly. Maybe that's not like the best thing to do, but that's what I do when I'm feeling lazy and I forget. Also, like I got 2 different sizes on my middle fingers because of like the corresponding, you know, size thing. I realized afterwards that they weren't the same size. So I might like shorten this one just a tad because it kind of looks weird. It looks like much longer than the other nails, whereas these look more the same size and like same shape and everything. Overall, it was a pretty pleasant experience using this kit. And like I said, you get everything. It's a one-stop shop. The clip, it's more of like a novelty thing. It works, but like, is it really necessary?
Necessary? Is it necessary for me to drink my own urine? Probably not.
I'm on the fence. As far as the tips go, I do like them. I like that they come in a box. They feel so strong, and I love that they are etched. The only thing I hate is that it comes on that stupid little thing. So if I was gonna like rate the tips, I'd probably give them like 8 out of just because of the packaging itself. The nail files that they give you are actually nice nail files for a change. Most of the time, you get like really crappy ones that I don't even bother using because they're just not worth it. Like once you start filing, the stuff starts like peeling off. The only nails that I kind of had an issue with were the thumbnails. They don't quite fit my thumbs, but if I had gone down a size, they would have been too small. So I did kind of have to do some filing around here once I got the nails on and just sort of like reshape them a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm gonna just file around the cuticle, paint my nails, and pop back on to kind of just show you the final look and kind of give you like my final words, even though I kind of already did that. Okay guys, so before we even get started with this outro, I have an announcement to make. If you have earbuds on, you might want to just turn the volume down because we made it! We made it to 1,000. Oh my god! Woo! Anyways, some of you have probably already seen this before this video even comes out, but yes, we made it to 1,000 subscribers. I am so grateful and so thankful, and I just appreciate you guys so much. So, if you did not know, that means that there is going to be a giveaway. The official entry video will be this video. So what I need you to do, first of all, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you're following me on Instagram as well, and you need to comment down below in this video with your Instagram handle. If you do not have Instagram, I will make an exception. I am thinking of doing multiple giveaways because I do have a lot of stuff that I've accumulated, and I just bought some stuff off of Shein for you guys. I do have one question. I am thinking about giving away one of these kits because I have so many of them, and I'm just wondering, like, would that be weird if it's a kit that I've used only once? Like I've used, you know, the gel in it and stuff like that. Like, would that be gross? I don't know. You guys tell me, like, I can thoroughly clean it or whatever, but honestly, like, I have so many of them now and I'm probably going to do more videos. So I just think it would be a nice thing to add in there just as an extra gift. But if that's gross, I won't add it in there. All right, anyways, let's get back to this Gellen.
I'm gelling.
You're not gelling. You're so not gelling. Are you gelling?
Nail extension kit. I love this kit. I love the nails in this kit. And like I said, if you really are a beginner, like bare bones beginner, and you want to try something out like this, I think this is your best bet for an affordable kit. When I started out doing nails, I didn't start out with like Appraise or Kiara Sky nails. I bought like a cheaper set of nails because like I didn't have that kind of money to be spending on like nails when I didn't really know what I was doing anyways. Like now at least I can justify that expense. Finding something that's affordable and that you're going to use and you're going to like is this kit right here. Like I can get past the packaging because you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of this little, you know, of them being hooked up to the thing. But honestly, if you have a good product, I can justify the packaging being a little cheaper in order to make the product more affordable. So with that being said, would I recommend this? Absolutely. My only complaint is the cord to the lamp. Now, I had an extra cord laying around, so that was okay. Other than that, I can't complain. Their recommendation when you're done with the nails, oh, I didn't even show you guys my nails. This is what I did for the wedding. I didn't record it, and I got scratched by my cat. I didn't record it because, you know, it was such a simple look. I didn't see the point, but sorry, I'm rambling because I'm so excited. So their recommendation when you get done with your nails is to apply a coat of the Extend gel and then put a coat of the top coat on. And let me tell you something, they were perfectly strong at that point. I could have just slapped on like a coat of polish and just gone about my day, and I don't think I would have had any issue with them. The tips are very, very strong. I mean, they're staying on. It's been, I think, about a week now since I put them on, and I don't see any lifting or any issues. My cuticles are disgusting. They always are, especially this time of year, so don't pay any attention to that. But, whoo, woman, you need to learn to breathe. Yeah, honestly, great price, great product. I can't complain. So with that being said, I'd say we can end this video here on a good note. Don't forget, if you want to be entered into the giveaway, comment down below, Instagram handle. I think what I'll do is I'll do like either like an Instagram story or a reel or something like that showing the giveaway, you know, like when I pick the winners. I think I'm just going to use like one of those random things that you can find on Google, and I'll just enter like everyone's name in. I was thinking a way to kind of make this fair for the people that have been here and have been commenting and supporting me all the time, because I basically said the more I see you, the higher chance you have of winning, just because I know that there are people out there that hunt for giveaway videos, and I would hate to see someone that's been, you know, here supporting me from the beginning, and even some of you that have just joined me, lose out on the possibility of someone just coming here to win. That makes me nervous. So like, I don't know if I should give people like an extra entry. I'm not really sure. It's gonna take about a week or two before I get the boxes ready and all that. I still have stuff coming to me that I ordered for you guys. So you can also comment down below what you think would be like a fair way of making sure that someone that really isn't here supporting the channel doesn't somehow like sneakily, you know, win a giveaway and then never come back again. So I'm gonna think about it and think about what I can do, and I'll let you guys know. And I just want to say thank you so much to all of you. I really, really appreciate this, and I would very much appreciate it if more of you would subscribe that have been here watching my channel, supporting me, but haven't subscribed yet. It means a lot. Like this video and hit that bell notification button so you never miss a mani with me. Bye guys!